Okay, guys, so thank you for joining me live. I appreciate that. It's nice to not just be talking to a computer sometimes. We're going to kind of recap what happened in July and go through our winners from our July contests. So we had an awesome month for signups, which is really exciting because July can sometimes be a hard month to reach people. Everybody's just like busy, busy, busy. And so it was really great to see quite a few team members here. So I got to give a shout out to everybody who got a sign up in July. Mark Sproles, who's on right now, got his daughter-in-law signed up. Dewana Melford got a sign up. Christine Foster got a sign up. Also on the call, Danielle Gertie got a sign up. Chelsea Vickery got a sign up. Anna Sproles, who was signed up by Mark, ended up getting a sign up as well. Carrie Lynn got a sign up. Hannah Meeks actually ended up with 2 sign ups, which is pretty exciting because I think Hannah just signed up a couple months ago herself. And then Patty Edgar, also got a sign up. So really exciting to just see that many new people coming onto the team. Several of them joined on Essential Rewards, which is super exciting to see you guys sharing that program. And so right now, the Wellness Box party that I'm running online is sort of to help you share Essential Rewards with people and get new people plugged in. And I started this month not really knowing what I was doing, but for next month, I actually have like a script that we're going to follow. But I'm always looking for people that are willing to like get in there and share, just because I don't want it to constantly be me. I want other leaders involved, other people giving that like social proof that this is an awesome program and we want people to be involved. So if you're not in the wellness party or wellness box party, I recommend jumping in on that, sharing a video if you want. I'm giving away a thieves spray to try to help incentivize people to comment and post their own photos. But the real incentive is getting people in the program and teaching them how it works. So that's the whole point of doing that. And we're going to try that for a couple of months. It's a way then when you get signups in August this month that you can plug them into that event and have them go through and find out more about Essential Rewards / the Wellness Box program that we have. So that's kind of the reason that we're doing that. I'm just going to cover promos really, really quick. And because there's a lot of information in the Wellness Box party about them. But if you didn't see the promos, Young Living has an awesome promo this month. We're actually considering doing 2 orders because of the Kinset oils that they have on there, because we use those a lot with Jerome. You can get Lemon Vitality for doing 100 PV on ER, and that will tie into the diffuser promo that we're doing. So it's great that there's that additional incentive to joining ER at 100 PV. I'll explain a little later. Citrus Fresh at 190. Envision is ER exclusive at 190. Clarity is the 250 PV promo oil. And then kids, you can get 5 of the Kid Scent oils at the 300 PV level. And the Kid Scent oils aren't just for kids. They're great for adults. I use Tummy Jies myself. And I used Sniffle Ease when Jerome had a very brief, tiny little bout of, he was just a little congested. Even though he was nursing, and I knew that was like his best defense, I went ahead and I put Sniffle Ease on myself too, because I was sort of feeling that through the winter. And I just loved that. I didn't have to think twice about it using that product. I could just go ahead and use it. So those are the promos. They're super awesome. Make sure that your team know that there are incentives to being on ER, including you get 2 additional free oils if you place your order through the Essential Rewards program and you're ordering that much. So it's pretty cool. So we had a huge contest in July for people building. And the idea behind that was to just kind of target the like different things that help your business grow. And then I actually got quite a bit of feedback. And so we ended up making the July contest its own contest. and then we're changing how you can earn a Desert Mist Diffuser in August, just because some people said that it was a little more complicated or involved than they thought they were expecting. So I'll explain that when we get to that part. But it was really awesome to see those of you who were really working hard on winning those bags that we were giving away. And it was super close. It was like 3 points. Actually, it was like 3.5 points difference between the winner and the runners up. So really, really impressive. Those of you who went out there and were determined to win this, it was really exciting. I wish that, you guys know me, I wish everyone could be a winner. So just very exciting. And so that's cool that Dewana jumped on. Hey, Dewana. I'm just getting ready to announce the winners for the July contest. And it's awesome that you jumped on. You're muted. I can't hear you right now.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's awesome that you jumped on because you actually were the winner by 3.5 points. You won the first prize bag, and then Patty Edgar and Christine Foster, they were almost tied for second place. So they win the black bags and the tan bag is yours. So I'll be getting those out in the mail this week.
Yay, Patty. Yay, Cindy.
So very exciting for you guys. And then we had a drawing that we were doing from the 100 PVER order. So that was just everybody who placed 100 PVER order or more. We did a drawing, and the winner is going to get their choice of a lip gloss color and their choice of an eyeshadow color. And I don't think anybody who's linked to this person is on here tonight, so I will contact her leader and then contact her to let them know that she won. But Sarah Dorich won that, so that was really exciting. Yeah, good for her. So we're actually not going to do 100 PV drawing this month because we want to concentrate on the Desert Mist Diffusers and make sure that we are working more on incentivizing our builders, which is why I'm doing that 10 Days to Success program. We're going to try that out this month, tweak it, keep doing that, help you guys get a good foundation. And so those people are all getting a package from us, and we decided to do that as an incentive rather than do another drawing this month. So based on the feedback that we got from some people, felt like the July contest was a little harder than they were expecting. We decided to change how we're doing August. Everyone's starting with a clean slate. August is a brand new month. Then there's only 3 ways that you can earn points. And if you earn 80 points, you will get a Desert Mist Diffuser. But you have to earn it.
I love that. Yay!
You do have to earn it. So the ways that you can earn it is any combination of these. One would be new ER enrollment at 100 PV for anybody on your team who's never been on ER. If you got them signed up for 100 PV, that order has to go through in August. That would count for 10 points. Any new signups that you got with this premium starter kit, so it would be the 100 PV for signing up, you get 10 points. If they were to sign up and do an additional 100 on ER in August, that would give you 20 points essentially. And then if you were to rank up, you got 50 points for doing that. So if you ranked up twice, you would get a Desert Mist Diffuser, period. If you ranked up and got 3 signups, you would get a Desert Mist Diffuser. Or if you got 3 signups and 5 new ER enrollments, you could do it that way. There's a lot of variety there, but it'll be easy for me to track. No one has to do anything other than do these 3 things. Encourage people to join Essential Rewards on 100 PV. They get a free Lemon Vitality, like I explained before. So not only, you're welcome to incentivize them joining, but Young Living is giving them free stuff for joining. Like they're getting $10 back and they're getting a lemon vitality for free. So right there is incentivizing without you even having to toss anything in. And then new signups, you're welcome to always incentivize those. There isn't any special through Young Living, but if they were to sign up at the 100 PV, their kit still is like half price. So that's an incentive as well. And then the ranking up, that's something that I'm always willing to talk to people about, ranking up, and give them some ideas on that. But you kind of have free reign there. You can do what you want to structure your team and make that work. And there's a lot of resources. Our team has a lot of resources, so to help you with that. So that is pretty much all I had as far as announcements go. And I will be posting the details about how to get the Desert Mist. I'll probably do that tomorrow because I need to make a graphic. But I'm excited to have people earn those. But when we do incentives, I just want to kind of, I guess, clarify, like, we do incentives out of our own pocket, and we do them because we love you guys and we want to give you incentives, but like, we don't have to. There's nothing in our, like, we don't have a contract with Young Living saying that we have to give away stuff. We do that because we want to encourage you guys. And so, I want you to earn them, and that means that you need to work for them a little bit. So just based on some of the feedback I got from July, those of you who won those bags, you earned them. And I was very impressed with the numbers when we sat down and went through them. So, just kind of wanted to throw that out there a little bit. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was, so the business topic for tonight is how to talk to a warm market versus a cold market. And there's a lot of confusion, especially in network marketing, about how to talk to a cold market. And so what I see a lot of people thinking that they have to do with a cold market is kind of like trap them into signing up, like catching them in a grocery store and then badgering them until they sign up. And that is so not how to do it, first of all. And it's also really, it's going to fail you in the long run. What is so great about network marketing is creating relationships and helping people blossom. And there's a really great quote. I don't remember who it's by, but it says, people won't remember what you do or say, they will remember how you made them feel. And that is very true in network marketing. People will remember if you care about them. And so we're going to kind of talk about what is a warm market and what is a cold market and how you approach those different people. So your warm market are people that you already know, your Facebook friends, the people that you work with, your parents, your children, your extended family, like people that you already know these people. You already may know that they need Young Living in their lives. It could be next door neighbors. It could be someone that you've, best friends, that sort of thing. Those are your warm market. And with those people, since you already know them, you already know that they have a need in their life. And the tips on working with them is to set a time up to talk to them about Young Living and why they might want to consider joining. It's not it's not like forcing them to join in the first conversation. It's an invitation to come hear more. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here because I have my notes kind of scattered here. So when you are talking with them, the most important thing is to listen. Listen for needs, listen for health goals, income goals that they might have. Help them help you by letting them talk and tell you what they need, and then taking that need and helping fill it. Don't get caught up in the details. Don't worry so much about non-compliance, but do more about sharing your story, sharing what works for you. If they say that they absolutely don't have any need, like, it does happen occasionally. They're happy where they are. They have no health goals. They don't feel like they need Young Living in their lives. then you can use them to tap into a cold market, people you don't know, by saying, so who do you know that might be interested in this? Or do you know anybody who's a really exciting person? I need to get some, excitement on my team. And have them help you tap into their warm market and develop friends that way. With a cold market, like I said, these are the people that network marketers tend to prospect these people out of the blue and then kind of hound them, which isn't what you want to do. But in general, your cold market is someone that you don't really have a relationship with, or it's a second or third degree relationship. So it's your Aunt Patty's next door neighbor, and she's interested in oils. So you don't actually know Jasmine, but so your job is to get to know her first. So the purpose of your initial contact with anybody in the cold market is not to prospect. It is not to get them signed up. It's to establish trust. It's to get them to be your friend and to learn more about them and to learn how you can eventually fill a need they might have in their lifestyle. Now, some people are really great at doing like all of that on the initial meet. I'm not. I prefer to go a little slower. So we've talked about FORM before. You may have heard it in something else when you were doing, but FORM stands for family, occupation, recreation, and then M usually stands for like message, or some people call it marketing. And so when you are contacting a cold market, your initial thing is to do the form with them and to find out about their family, to learn what their occupation is, to learn what they do for recreation. And then the M in this case might just be to let them know that you're a Young Living distributor and nothing more. It might just be saying, they might say, I work, outside of the home. I'd really love to be home with my families. And that gives you a chance to say, oh my gosh, like that was me a couple of years ago. I so wanted to be home with my kids. And actually that's what I do is I work from home through Young Living, and leave it at that. Don't say, and I can help you earn an extra $500, blah, blah, blah. Like that's a conversation for a little later. Once you get to know them, let them trust you. The better you know somebody, the better that you can serve them. And just some other tips that I had written down was like, be confident. I don't know if you've heard the fake it till you make it. Like that needs to be a poster on my wall, because I struggle with that so much, like having confidence. Like when I go teach a class, I'm like, why do these people want to hear me? Like I forget that I have 5 years of essential oil experience behind me, and I've been to the farms, and like I forget all that. And so I have to remember that, I need to fake that confidence if I don't have it. To also remember that in the long run, you're actually doing these people a favor by introducing them to Young Living. And then this actually works for either people, but I don't know if you've ever heard of the Me Too concept, but it's finding a common thread with people. And you can always do it. Like it could be something as weird as liking the same obscure TV show, but run with it. If they say, oh, I'm a Supernatural fan, you can be like, me too. Or find that common thread and use those Me Too's to develop a relationship. And the same thing with the cold market, though, is you want to get them talking about themselves. And then once you've done that, then you try to set a meeting. And you want to do it like soon if they're interested. You don't want to let it fizzle out. So they usually recommend trying to get something to them within 24 to 48 hours. Either you're meeting for coffee and you're like, I'm just going to bring a couple oils to let you smell, or if they legitimately want a one-on-one to sit down and learn about all the oils. Some people are really get-go, want to do that. If they're like me, they may need a year to think about it before they join. And, there's just some people that do that actually tended to actually be more, I was ready to join. Sam wasn't. And so we needed to work on making sure that he knew more about it before he was ready to let me invest. But when you're talking to somebody, it's really good to just kind of have a finger on whether they're your warm or your cold market. Like, do you already know this person, or do you need to get to know them better? In a way, our larger team sometimes is a cold market in a way, because when I'm calling them to help them with something, I may not necessarily know them. I may have never even talked to them before. If they were, a couple of levels below me, somebody else signed them up. And so even if I'm just calling to be like, hey, this is Naomi with Young Living, and I saw that your ER order was below 50 PV this morning. Can I do anything to get that bumped up? It looks like something fell off your order. And they're like, oh yeah, great. So like I might talk them through that, or I might say, okay, you want an orange, got your PIN number, I'll call you back. When I call them back to let them know if, or, whatever I did to try to help them, whether I accomplished it or not, I am going to try to form them at that point and just be like, hey, since I've never talked to you, are you busy at this moment? And, if they are, that's fine. I'll be like, oh, great. Could I call you on Tuesday? And just chat a little bit. And, if they aren't busy, then I will try to just find out a little bit more about them, because at that point I don't know much about them, but I would love to know more about them. And that's actually a great way sometimes to find people that really wish Young Living were working for them. Like they've seen other people doing it as a business and they couldn't understand how they could earn a check. And I'm more than happy to tell people how they can earn a check, because it's been such an incredible blessing in our lives. But it really does help to kind of know who you're talking to from the get-go and how you should talk to them. So there's a lot of other great information out there about how to talk to people. But so those are just kind of some basics that I picked up. That was through when I was doing Silver Boot Camp. And the notes from that are really valuable. I've gone through those several times and just read them. So that's all I had for tonight. Anybody got anything they want to chime in on? Any questions? Anything I can help with?
I do have a question, and I'm sorry the kids are in the background.
Okay.
You might be able to tell me faster than I can find it, but I want to give towards a walk coming up because they do raffles.
Okay.
And it's a very, very important walk to me, so I would really like to be able to give towards it. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to give a starter kit or it had to be a something of a certain value or less, or
credit.
I think you could probably you can give away whatever you want. If you gave a starter kit away, I'm assuming you're going to put like your personal information in there.
Yeah, I'll put something in there so that way if they are interested in signing up that they can. The way it's all set up is it's raffles, and they're usually a couple of hundred or more in value.
Okay.
And that would be the perfect way to get somebody what they needed to get started. I would put my information in so they could contact me, but really it's up to them if they decide to go any further with that, because I don't know who will win it,
Yeah, I'm just thinking if you did a starter kit and you're hoping that people might follow up with you to sign up later, that they already have a starter kit at that point. So you might consider making up your own kind of kit.
Okay.
Like, so I have done that before, like donated before. And for one, it was getting close to winter time, or it was like fall, and she has a lot of like health-minded people. And so I actually did a kit that had like Raven and Thieves and RC in it, I think. And then I just put a little sheet in there kind of briefly explaining compliantly how to use those with my business card in case they had questions. I wasn't really thinking that it would lead anywhere. And then for a school raffle, I donated a gift basket, and I did some oils, and then I did some homemade stuff like sugar scrub and stuff to kind of show people that they could use their oils in them. So it was like a sugar scrub that they could add the oils to.
Okay.
But the people that are going to be there, and that from being there before, so you kind of know your audience. So if you think the starter kit,
actually, there's a variety of people that show up to this. It's so I really don't know the folks that other than who's on team and who is on a friend of mine's team as well, who do the walks. I'm not as familiar with the other groups as much. So
okay, so another thought, if
do
you're
anything.
thinking, sure, if you're thinking like you want to get them some oils and an easy way to use them, you could also do like the orb diffuser with a couple oils. And you can go by the retail value of the oils and products. So like if you donated a premium starter kit, that's not $150 or $160 kit. Really, you'd want to look at that as a $300 bundle of oils with a diffuser. That makes sense.
Okay. Yep. It gives me some ideas. Now some stuff to think about. I got to figure out what I'm doing because it's next month, but it's towards the end of next month. So
okay.
I just want to thank you. I need to figure it out.
Okay. So I am running out of time here. In like 10 minutes, I have to pay to have a Zoom account. And I'm not ready to do that. So if there's no other questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording and we'll be done.